Hello, hello, hello from me and the puppy. Sam is here today. He's obviously, yes, now going to get in the way because that's what he does. He's the puppy. So, I just wanted to talk to you today about change and why I love it. And yes, he's done that thing where he puts his head, he's naughty. So why I love it, and how can you solve that thing, where you want to make changes in your life, you want to live your dreams, achieve your goals, and yet reality gets in the way. Well, this is one of the reasons why I love talking about change as a specific topic. So, there's loads of ways that we might try and make changes in our lives, improve our habits and all of this kind of stuff. But if we actually look at change as a process and break it down and make it achievable, and actionable, and have that flow and work with the way our life is now and the way we want our life to be, then that makes that sort of process, if you like, much easier. Now, I'm going to be, it's all right, the doggy, 100% a bit brutal and frank here. Change requires you to do things differently. You can do things differently at your own pace. You can make sure that the changes you make are, within your life now, are, involve your well-being as well. Because I think often we go, I'm going to make all these changes. And I know, like, for example, when I've worked in companies and I've looked at change programs, there's so often a forgetfulness, if you like, of people and the impact on people of making changes. By the same token, if I had £1 for every time somebody said, but I've always done it this way, then I'd be very, 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 I'd be on a desert island. I'd be owning Richard Branson's island, because we get comfortable. And although we know we need to make changes, we get in that comfort zone. And, we can keep doing things the way we've always done them, but actually what we need to do fundamentally to make those dreams happen, to live the life we want to live, whether that's whatever element of your life that is that requires changing, it's about looking at change as a process, as a flow, as an energy. And that's what I love, because when I think about change, I think about it as energy. And when you really start to talk to people about, okay, well, let's make this so it really works for you. Let's make this so it's glorious and make it paced and all of that. Then they realise I can do it. I can make changes. And that's where it becomes totally fabulous. And that's what I love. I've always made tons of changes in my life. And over the last 3 weeks, me doing these lives, me talking about all of this has changed. We've made a massive shift because I've looked at what I love, which is change, which is making change happen, which is all things that I've learned about how change can go a bit pear-shaped, about how we can deal with it. And because that's something that I love and that flows for me, it's taken me 3 weeks. 3 weeks to completely change all of this. In fact, probably 2. Because it was with my flow. Because I decided, and by the way, I'm not saying that I'm immune to all of this, because I'd been doing it one way for quite a while, and it took certain little triggers. It took getting really annoyed with the situation I was in to make that change. But once I did, it rocked and it rolled. So once I realised that I needed to make another change, and I just needed to be brave enough to do it, it was like, oh my God. And the world opened up, and the excitement and the enthusiasm opened up, and it was amazing. So that's what I want to encourage for you, is to think about change as a specific thing, as a process that supports you, that you can harness. So I'm going to talk a lot more about embracing your inner goddess, inner change goddess, over the next sort of few weeks and months and years. And we're going to have a fabulous journey together. And I would love for you to be in charge of your change journey, to be on that wave, to be riding, and to be thinking about change as a specific thing instead of trying to do all of that and getting overwhelmed and getting lost and doing it the way you've always done it. So have a fabulous rest of your evening from me and the puppy. Yes. And I will speak to you again soon.